Among the most common sexual sins, pregnancy and abortion, all ugly sins, but in and of themselves, they're pernicious evils.
Anyway, enjoy the pie.
Travis, my good soul. So, I do need to do the next video in the LDS Missionary Stories playlist. That would be the Mission Call, which includes the mission interview and getting the call and the letter and how it's done and all that stuff. But Child Faith keeps throwing out more comments and questions, and so you got more to do for that playlist. LDS, or no, it's something Mormonism 101. Can't remember what it's called. Jewish Mormonism 101. And then there's other comments, and so yeah. But Jasmine gets priority. But I did throw in a comment reply to an emailer we've been emailing each other back and forth for years, and he had seen the video I did this morning and saw me comment, "Super secret sacred coding." I'll give you a hint. It was right at the beginning of my video, my presentation of the video, my speaking. So, time for Jasmine. And Jasmine needs a hug. She's having a difficult time understanding that the United States of America prioritizes sperm over woman. She wants to be recognized and appreciated just like sperm is in America. She's... In case you're not following this drama, Jasmine was given a prophecy by me that she would win the DJ contest that she was in Friday night, but that it would be rigged. And so sure enough, I am a prophet. It happened. It was rigged, but she eventually won. And she has found out now, as she told me this 3 hours ago, that one of the participants had called her husband James to say that nobody believed that she actually did the work. That it was her husband James, who's been doing DJ remixing for 45 years and even teaches and so on and so forth. He's a big name in DJ mixing. And so she's only been doing this for 2. And this just goes to show how great of a teacher James is in this, because Jasmine did it all by herself. And I've already done the videos telling you that Jasmine's own work is awesome, and had previously been putting her songs in the description below when I do videos, because she really is that good. But the men are not happy with a woman outshining them. Because they can't just measure the size of their shoes to see who's better. so, so Jasmine just needs a hug. She's already gotten the trophy, but now everybody's trying to claim that it was James. He just played his work. I believe you, Jasmine. I believe you. And so, yeah, she sent me the two songs that she had played in the contest. And so they're 11 minutes and 16 minutes long. And so I have them to look forward to still. And so because of the missionaries, she's concerned that people are thinking that that's also what's going on there, is that Jasmine just wants to be accepted, and the missionaries were talking all this sweet talk about how great the church is, and joining, everybody will love you, and you'll be accepted for who you are, and we're no longer racist, even though James was a fence sitter in the premarital council in heaven. And that we'll be practicing polygamy on 8 April 2024 after Nelson makes the announcement in conference. So that James will have to actually propose to all his girlfriends. And so no, Jasmine is an independent, powerful woman. Hear her roar. So cute. And I'm going over her emails first before I get to her YouTube stuff, just so that you know. And so I sent her the picture of Goddess Jasmine with the Tree of Life, the iron rod, great and spacious building. Did anybody care about that video? Probably not. Has it been 2 days? I know my LDS mission one started to take off after 1 day. That's an anomaly. Normally it requires 2 days before it starts taking off. And so yeah, it's only 1 day still. And oh, cool. The Reaper song, There Will Be No Zion. That is an awesome song. I'm glad I found that. I might have been the email guy that I correspond with. He might have brought that to my attention. Can't remember which. But it's only at 126 views in 1 day. And you may think, well, that's a lot, Travis. No, what? There is a Mormon, or ex-Mormon actually, who did a podcast with her mom revealing the super sacred secrets of the temple rituals, and she's got 79K in 13 days. I've been doing that same video topic numerous times over the 7 years. I can't even combine them to get that much. I mean, what the hell? I know more than her mom does on the super sacred secret, because her mom appears to be younger than I am. I know when we actually had to tell ourselves we're going to kill ourselves if we disobey. And nobody wants to listen to that? Talk about your rigged contests. I need a hug too, Jasmine. And so I send Jasmine the original pictures if there's text that I put on when I make the videos up, so that Jasmine gets the originals. And so this is her reply. You are too sweet and nice to me. I drink Kool-Aid. Black cherry and tropical punch are my favorites. Black cherry is my favorite. I'm not too fond on the tropical punch though, but yeah, the black cherry I really like. And my mom did get it when it first came out, way back when I was a little toddler, when we were in Placentia. That's when I remember getting Kool-Aid. And then other companies started making generic brands, and my mom went to the generic brands after that. And so no more black cherry. But she says, I am not a goddess. LOL. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You do a really amazing job with the pics of me and make me you make. I have them all saved. Cool. I have all the pictures you send me saved. Thank you and thank you. I am not having a good day. See, I knew she needed a hug. I'm a prophet. I know these things. But I am going through all the emails we got. Over 150. Wow. And she took the time to email me back. And and so I had sent her another one on the 7th, 2 days ago, at 1:55 p.m. about can't wait until her next YouTube comment or email. So I'll keep emailing her with more questions. She goes, hey Travis, I seen that comment and commented on the comment. And yeah, it was about the woman who commented about her thinking that Jasmine's a fake. She's real. She's all woman. And she wasn't offended, and she tried to let that person know to worry less about me and being, yeah, I did the video about that comment of yours. I held all comments for review. So yeah, I saw it and I did it as a Jasmine comment reply video. And I warned her. I prophesied, you don't want to mess with Jasmine. She's going to go off. And so, yeah, people need to focus on the video content. Yep. Okay. So I'm still waiting for your womanly counsel about the question I asked you. All right, so here we have a dumbass. Before we get to Jasmine's YouTube comments. Mark Ditto. For my Mormons arguing Joseph Smith and Book of Mormon are false. And so I'm therefore from the position that is blatantly obvious that they're true. And so the Book of Mormon talks about the Christ, who is God. So does Joseph. So obviously I believe in the Christ, the God. Blatantly obvious. And yet, Mark Ditto, just curious, do you believe in God? Get the hell off my channel. You didn't even bother to go to other videos to check to see what I got. So, go away. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Alright, so Jewish Mormonism 101, transfer of authority. The church just sets themselves up. When you're wicked, it's used against you. It's real simple. Beam and moat. Purim. Real simple. So Jasmine's asking, hey Travis, Yummy, Why do I feel bad because of how that all went down? I don't memorize what I say in my videos, Jasmine. It has made me do more researching about how bad women get treated. Okay. I have some questions coming up about that subject. Okay. You did predict the outcome. How did you know that, Travis? That's for the DJ thing. How bad women get treated. Oh, how, not bad women, like bad girls, talking about the sad girls, about bad, 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 bad girls. We're putting that in the theme song in the description below. I want to hear that. Alrighty. Because sperm is more valuable than a woman. I beg to disagree. Okay. And so, yeah, I'm going to anticipate those questions coming up soon on that subject. All right. Intelligence of Mormonism only gained by study and research. And whoa, Nelly, are there a lot of thumbs down on that one. Let's see where we're at on that. Let's see if I can find where it is. Seriously? Oh, nope, there it is. Oh, yeah, we got to do that. Four, which is a lot more than normal, but only 8 thumbs up and only 84 views. And so yeah, it's getting closer to the 2-day mark, so we'll keep an eye on that to see if that one becomes a breakout video after 2 days, triggered by the YouTube algorithms. Alrighty, Tobit. Fun. And so she says, hey Travis, so I have been reading the apocryphal books and came across a few things maybe you can explain to me. The first is in the book of Tobit, 1, 6 through 9. Okay, so I need to have access to the book of Tobit, but it looks like you quoted it all for me. Good for you. Thank you, Jasmine. Though I should have the book of Tobit. I know I do. I probably have dozens of copies of it because my file system is way out of whack. But, all right, here we go. But I alone went often to Jerusalem at the feasts, as it was ordained unto all the people of Israel by an everlasting decree, having the first fruits and tenths of increase with that which was first shorn, and them gave I at the altar to the priests, the children of Aaron. The first 10th part of all increase I gave to the sons of Aaron. And so, yeah, Mormons would go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs thinking that's tithing. Who ministered at Jerusalem. Another 10th part I sold away and went and spent it every year at Jerusalem. And the sad thing is that most of the people who publish the Apocrypha and other books that were rejected from the Bible, they don't also put the original language that it was in, whether it was Aramaic, Hebrew, or Greek, which kind of sucks because there's bombshells in the original language because the translator sucks at their job. And so I'm not going to be able to expose the bombshells like I've done when you quote from, or when you refer to biblical passages, Jasmine, like the Christmas trees. And the third, I gave unto them to whom it was meet, as Deborah, my father's mother, had commanded me, because I was left an orphan by my father. Furthermore, when I was come to the age of a man, at 12, which is late, I was 10 and a half. I married Anna, one of mine own kindred, and of her I begat Tobias. Okay. Is this another example of tithing? Oh, yeah. It seems like it. No. This is the rituals at the temple. These are the other offerings that Malachi talks about. Bring all the tithes and offerings to the storehouse. Or, let me read it. I don't memorize. That's why I do reference books. And scroll up. Well, a man robbed God, yet ye have robbed me. But you say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. He's talking about the offerings. He's not talking about tithes. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse. Not the offerings. Offerings are the temple. He says, I went to the temple. So you know that they're not tithing. Even though he says tenth, but he says third in verse 8. And so you would most likely be able to go to the book of Leviticus and find that he is conforming to the law of Leviticus on how to perform the rituals. So that's how you would know. Because he's talking about the sons of Aaron and the priests and the offerings and the rituals of the temple. So that's what he's referring to. And yeah, that all has to do symbolically with the latter days. And what is his name? Doesn't say what his name is. He didn't go to verse 1. In the same book, there is Sarah. In chapter 6, 10 through 15, it talks about her getting married and how she killed her first 7 husbands. And thus, the Marvel character Black Widow. Look out, Colin Jost. You gotta be good. No jokes about your wife. What's a marriage chamber? That's the bridal chamber where she gets prepped. And no man allowed. It's a curse if you see your wife before you get married. Yeah, that's where she gets all dressed up and all that stuff. And then all the grooming that takes place. Then there is a story of Susanna. Don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. She was falsely accused of adultery because she refused to be blackmailed into having sex with 2 elders. Yeah, missionaries. There's a woman in England. She's a infamous case. She kidnapped the missionaries and raped them and held them hostage for years. Big scandal. Let's see if I can find that online. The Manacled Mormon case, also known as the Mormon Sex in Chains case, was a case of reputed sexual assault and kidnap by an American woman, Joyce McKinney, of a young American Mormon missionary, Kirk Anderson, in England in 1977. It's got a whole Wikipedia page on it. And there she is with the booking photos. 134991. Yeah. Coverage in the media. Alleged crime. Alleged? Did she get away with it? No trial on main charges. Holy crap. She skipped bail. The sentence, 1 year's imprisonment if bail money not returned. Weird. Those Brits. And so here's the alleged crime. Kirk Anderson, a young Mormon missionary, went missing on 14 September 1977 in Ewell, Surrey, England. He was allegedly abducted from the steps of a meeting house of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints by Keith May, age 24, who had posed as an investigator into Mormonism using a fake handgun and chloroform. 3 days later, a freed Anderson made a report to the police that he had been driven to a cottage in Devon and chained to a bed against his will, at which point Joyce Vernon McKinney had attempted to seduce and then raped him. Police set up a sting operation, and so it wasn't years, it was apparently just 3 days. Police set up a sting operation by having Anderson set up a 21 September rendezvous with McKinney and May, leading to the two suspects being arrested. Interesting. Vehicular manslaughter charge. Later developments? My goodness. I did the laundry 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I still haven't put the padding, extra padding for the chair. So I'm already uncomfortable at 2 in the afternoon, and it's now time for the other stats that I get every day, weekday. And so this is the day when I check Venture Sky to check the weather for the nation for the coming week. As I look into the future, I see who's going to be destroyed. And I tell you about it. Nobody cares. They all want to be destroyed. Just like Mormons. They don't want to go to Zion. They want to be destroyed. They want to burn like an oven. Like in an oven. Because Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego were burned in an oven and they didn't get burned. We're told as kids, don't touch the fire. And yet, Mormons, I don't know, I guess they didn't get taught. Okay, at the time of her apprehension, McKinney was found living in her vehicle near Salt Lake International Airport. You came to America. Mormon missionaries are easy. Where Anderson worked. Who's Anderson? She's stalking Anderson, though he was now married with children. Is he the neighbor of Bundy? Because dualism, because Bundy is Ted Bundy and then Bundy is the married with children. Hilarious. A search of the vehicle uncovered road maps, rope, handcuffs, and notebooks keeping detailed records of Anderson's routines. Yeah, she was stalking him, all right. Dear God. McKinney insisted that she had driven to the airport to book a flight. though it was later revealed that she had driven several thousand miles from her home in North Carolina. My goodness. Whoa. Bondage and S&M. Cool. There are pictures. And Call Girl. There it is, Call Girl. Yep. Bad girls. Talking about the sad girls. Talking about bad, 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 bad girls. Cool. Alrighty. I'm just downloading it for my historical documents. It's a tiny little picture. Come on, Salt Lake County Sheriff. Okay. And they got her with her eyes looking like she's drugged. But you can tell on the side profile that that's not the case. She just got caught at the wrong moment. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to need this for the thumbnail picture or not. Still not sure what the thumbnail picture should be. Not sure at all. Okay, where were we? Black Widow Susanna. She was acquitted by the intervention of Daniel. Is he the Daniel from the Old Testament? Yes and no. Let's first go over Tobit. There's Aramaic script, but it's got Masoretic markings, so that dates it. Oh, no. No, it is a legitimate Jewish document that was rejected by the Jews because the Christians got a hold of it. 3rd or early 2nd century BC work. So in the 200s or 100s BCE. That's what that means. And so it therefore is prophetic, first and foremost, not literal history. And therefore it would have the dates for the latter days of which it is talking about. And so this is where it would be nice to have the original document. Let's see if I can find the original document. Carnegie Mellon University. It's only 50 pages. Not giving me confidence. Not dry and secure. They have pictures. That's cool. Gotta have pictures. But I'm only seeing English text. I don't like it when they just do their English and we're just supposed to trust them with their translation. I have learned for myself that they lie. Here's the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops that claims that the book is Jewish piety with morality with folklore. And so because it was put in the Catholics, so I don't understand why they call it folklore. It's literal history. The books they rejected are folklore. Here's the Torah. Here we go. So they do accept it, but they're not going to publish it as theirs. But the Torah.com has Sefer Tovia, which, see, already there's a bombshell. It's not Tobit, it's Tovia, which is Yah. Tov, good Yah. Yah, the good. This is why I need the original language. Oh, come on, just the tease. They have a picture of the open book to the page, but it's only 2 of the pages. Oh, you don't do it. You're just talking about the book. And so, yeah, the Greek is actually Tobias rather than Tobit. So disappointed. Dr. Malka Zimkovic. Very disappointed. Let's Book of Tobit. Let's try Hebrew text PDF. No, you did not. Sepharia. CSV. Community Polish translation in English. English translation. Book of Tobit Hebrew translation by A. Neubauer, 1878. Let me do it. I'm not sure if I want it as tags or without tags. Text documents. And then we'll do without tags, just in case. Okay. So let's see if I have an app that will read it. Looks like Notepad or WordPad. I've never used those in my life. What do you know? There it is. Awesome. Awesome. so I've got to readjust it because I've never used it. Okay. He names the kid Tobit, and it was 9, right? And it's very small print. So because I have associative memory, as I keep telling you guys, I'm able to mentally convert all of this or translate into Paleo-Hebrew script and thus be able to visualize the meaning. But I can also visualize the meaning of the Aramaic script that they're using here. Oh, that T. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, it is still good. Because that's the T for good. Interesting. Son of man. Son of man. I get what I want. Nobody tells me no. So, yep, it's the story of the Son of Man, Book of Tobit. See, Jasmine's always a bombshell. Always. Always. You're awesome, Jasmine. That's the best I can do for a hug. So where's mine? Alrighty. Let me go over the other one with the bridal chamber. I'm not seeing bridal chamber. Marry a wife of your own kindred. The angel said to the young man, Brother, today we shall lodge with Raguel, who is thy cousin. He also hath only one daughter named Sarah. I will speak for her that she may be given thee for a wife. It's arranged marriages, in case you didn't understand. Women were property. And thus the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus, as being an arranged marriage, being bought at the temple, and other texts that were rejected by the Constantine Church. For to thee doth the right of her appertain, seeing thou only art of her kindred. And so, yeah, they didn't like intermarrying or interracially marrying. You gotta be born in the covenant and marry someone in the covenant, your sister. The Mormon Church is all about incest marriage. I marry my sister, and with Mormons, there have been so much inbreeding of Danites over the centuries, over the decades, that, yeah, we're all related. There's an app from a church company that you put in your information, and they check everybody else who's on that app to see who you're related to. And so if you get all Mormons on it, everybody will find out that they're all related, and they'll show how they're related, whether you're a first cousin thrice removed or a second cousin 10 times removed, or whatever it is. It's fun for a couple of minutes. Let's see. And the maid is fair, virgin, not the housemaid. It's maiden and wise. Now therefore hear me, and I will speak to her father. And when we return from rages, yeah, they had rages back in those days, we will celebrate the marriage. For I know that Raguel cannot marry her to another according to the law of Moses, but she shall be guilty of death, because the right of inheritance doth rather appertain to thee than to any other, because in the covenant. And so if she goes and gets married to somebody else, then she is subject to death. This is what Brigham Young was doing with Section 132. That's all. He's innocent. Had to blame Joseph, though. See, those of you who are watching and you don't understand any of this because you're brand new, sort of. Yeah, Jasmine's already figured all this out because she studies. She did not read, ponder, and pray and get the wrong feeling. She studied to get the wrong feeling. And now I am the only son of my father, and I am afraid, lest if I go in unto her I die, as the other before, for a wicked spirit loveth her. The Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost got her pregnant. It's immaculate. Which is likely the date of 23rd September 2017 that they're trying to do, and they're just telling it in a different story than Mary getting pregnant and giving birth to Jesus. And so the Son of Man, is it the Son of Man? And I think so, isn't it? Or this is a different story than the previous one. But yeah, whoever the child would be here would be the Christ figure. I'm assuming, because I haven't gotten to it yet. Oh, I skipped over 13. There's the marriage chamber. Got it. Then the young man answered the angel, I have heard, brother Azarias, that the virgin hath been given to 7 men, who all died in the marriage chamber. Okay. Yeah, this isn't, well, it is, but it isn't. The woman has her own room, not just her own closet, with a vanity mirror and all that stuff. She has her own tent in this ancient community. And so the husband has his tent, the bride has her tent. And so when it's time for him, 7 seconds have passed, she needs to hold to the iron rod to produce the fruit of the tree of life. Through the Holy Ghost, the Spirit, he goes to her tent, which, yes, that's where she prepares for the wedding, but it's also where she sleeps, and that's her bed, her bedroom. And so, yes, he goes to her bedroom and has sex with her, and then he goes back to his bedroom to go for a smoke or to go watch sports with the guys, whatever is done afterward. I'll call you. And so, yeah, it's all the same thing. It's where she gets ready for the wedding, it's her bedroom, and it's also where the husband comes and has sex with her to have babies. It's like separate beds back in the old black and white TV show days before Married with Children. Let's see if we can find this. There's most likely a YouTube video on this. What was the first TV show to have a married couple in the same bed? Broadcast history. Mary Kay and Johnny was the first program show to show a couple sharing a bed, and the first series to show a woman's pregnancy on television. Oh no! Mary Kay became pregnant in 1948, and after unsuccessfully trying to hide her pregnancy, the producers wrote it into the show. I have no idea what Mary Kay and Johnny are. But after that, I guess they reversed their policy and said, no, this is too risque. We've got to separate them and put them in separate beds. Did the Brady Bunch, did they have the same bed? Same bed. Florence Henderson, playing Carol, the mother and stepmother on the Brady Bunch, once suggested she and TV husband Peter. Oh yeah, there was incest going on in the Brady Bunch. And thus gave rise to porn. Alrighty. So let's see what happens here. And now I am the only son of my father, and I'm afraid I'll die like the others, bring death into my father's and my mother's life, because me and the grave of sorrow, for they have no other son to bury them. Then the angel said unto him, Dost thou not remember the precepts which thy father gave thee, that thou shouldst marry a wife of thine own kindred? Wherefore hear me, O my brother. For the Lord giveth no commandment unto the children of men, save he shall prepare a way for them to accomplish the thing which he had commanded them. Plagiarized by the Book of Mormon. And thou art no reckoning of the evil spirit, for the same night shall she be given thee in marriage. And that's it. I want to know the rest of the story. Jasmine! You left me hanging! I'm sad. Okay. And so, no, she's not being treated bad. They're just, guys get scared when husbands die. You wanted to know if it's the same Daniel, didn't you? Is Daniel in Tobit the same as the book of Daniel? Faithful diaspora Jews, Daniel, Joseph, and Tobit. The book of Daniel tells of a remarkable story of accommodation and resistance. Vive la résistance! Is there a link between Daniel and Daniel? Yeah. It's the same word. But I'm confused. There's a vowel. How we know Daniel is a forgery? Oh, come on, that's not what I'm asking. See, there are critics just like Mormon critics. They think the Bible is fake and not prophecy of the future. I'm not asking for the authenticity. Okay, here we have intertextual Bible, Daniel 6:10 with Tobit 3:11, exploring intertextuality and the literary relationships between the Hebrew Bible, Septuagint, and Dead Sea Scrolls, Let me see where you put, or where Daniel is found. Where is Daniel? There it is. Intervention of Daniel. Oh, no. She was acquitted. So is it the angel Daniel? Where's Daniel? Jasmine? Where's Daniel? Where is he? It's interesting that this caught your attention. But if we The book of Daniel is a 2nd century BC biblical apocalypse. They all are. With a 6th century BC setting. Ostensibly an account, and so yeah, it's written after Tobit. Tobit came first, then the book of Daniel. And so the question then is actually, is the Daniel in Tobit who the author of Daniel is using for his book? And that is not the case, because the Daniel is, or the Tobit story is written in the setting of that particular time period in Jerusalem, right? It tells the story of 2 Israelite families, that of the blind Tobit in Nineveh. Nineveh is Assyria. Not Babylon. Tobit gave birth to Tobias. So why did you call him Tobit if you're going to name him Tobias? It's the same word. Tend to retrieve. A demon named Asmodeus has fallen in love. Jasmine, are you having trouble with demon spirits wanting to have sex with you? Is this why you were researching this? I think I might have an idea for the thumbnail picture now. This has been found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. And so, yeah, it's not 3rd century. He's of the tribe of Naphtali. Ta. But there's a, oh, interesting. Kept the law of Moses, brought offerings to the temple in Jerusalem before the before the Assyrian conquest. Ta-da. And so, no, this is not the Daniel of the book of Daniel. It's a separate Daniel. But Daniel means judge of God. Thus, Daniel and Daniel. Daniel and Daniel are the same name. Just take out the I. It's a vowel that was added in by the Masoretes, which was also in the Septuagint and also in the... not a part of the spelling. Okay. So, no. 100 years apart in story. And even though the authors were contemporary, sort of, maybe, overlapping. Okay? And so Tobit is the son of man, and thus Daniel is the Danites, of the Mormons, just like Samson. But Naphtali is interesting. King Ta. How badly women got treated or talked about. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, the Danites always blamed women, not just Joseph. Okay. Fun. Thank you, Jasmine. Fun. Alrighty. 1 hour, 3 minutes.